Oh, hi. Hello. And welcome to the library. I don't know how to stream anymore. Hi, I hope that you're doing very, very good today. Oh, wait. Give me 2 seconds. My window is open and this is a bit weird. Well, you had Nano in the meantime, so I think it's okay. Can you hear me? Is it okay? It has been like, 1 month. I just don't know how everything works. I had to, launch the softwares again, and I was like, I can't remember how you do this. So okay, I guess that like it works since you can hear Nanoi. She's crazy. She literally woke up just as I was setting up things. We hear you and Nanoi fine. Well, this is great. Yeah, I'm alive. I think it's kind of the important thing. For different reasons, I think that like I was really overwhelmed in the past weeks/months. I was just like pulling through because there was the video to do. But as soon as the video was done, then I just like collapsed, I think. But I'm doing all right-ish, let's say. So it's nice to be here again. It's nice to talk to you again. Being alive is good. Yeah, it is. I think also like this week is also very mild temperature-wise, weather-wise. Well, more than mild to be fair, because it's 20-degree-ish, which is kind of like what you would expect from like on, let's say, early mid-May nowadays. So it's nice because it means like having a lot of sun, and just being outside is nice, but also like we are not even in March, so I can't even imagine like the rest of the year. Alright-ish is better than bad. If you're the real Miyabi and this is not pre-recorded, do a cow sound. It won't work like this. Yeah, sunshine. This is like very, very sunny, to be honest. Like in a few moments, like I can see like the sun is already reflecting on the windows that is opposite of my place, and it will be pretty fun to be blinded by light. But yeah, I enjoy like the sunshine a lot, and I wanted to be back in for streaming, and I think like today is a good day to do so, and hopefully like it will last, in the coming weeks, but we'll try to go slowly. So what has been happening like in the past weeks? To be fair, I have like no idea. I was literally trying to rest, forced to rest. I should say like people around me were not happy about me, overworking. So I tried to take it easy. And yeah, your sis bought a beach chair and has already been sunbathing in the small balcony in February. This is crazy, to be fair. I would say like I think this winter has been a touch more harsh than the previous years, or at the very least like I think the temperatures were a bit more chaotic. But like now that we are nearing early spring, or you can say that we're in spring right now, it's like, oh, it's early. It's like really, really early and way, way, way milder than it should be. Here, it isn't below 0 anymore, so that's nice. Yeah, like I know that for Central Europe, and I guess, close to like Nordic spaces, it has been like a bit harsh. I think like Germany has been particularly hit this year by the cold. So it is what it is. We had the coldest winter in 16 years. Yeah, it seems to be like a very shared experience across Europe, to be fair. Which again, I think, it's the consequences of like climate change again. Like in France, it wasn't like the harshest winter, in existence, but it was definitely colder than we had for quite a while. I can't remember the last time we had a winter like this. Probably when I was in middle school or something like that. Here we mostly had a lot of rain, which made it less cold but still weird. Yeah, and like winter rain is like a bit annoying, right? Like it's I don't know. When it's cold but it's kind of like dry, I think you can deal with it, but like damp and cold is such like an annoying combination. But we are outside of this, right? Like we are in springtime, and yeah, this is an interesting experience lately. Like going from 10 degree-ish to 20, 25. I won't complain entirely because it's also good like for my mental health. But something cold is why Denmark winter sucks. That's kind of the reason why I think, for me personally, like going in a Nordic country is kind of like complicated to live. I mean, just because I was already struggling so much like this winter with my joints because of like the temperature kind of like yo-yo, right? And if you add like humidity to the mix, I think like my articulations would just die, and I'm not ready for this. So I don't know. I can't. But yeah, that's basically it on the weather situation. I think I will start to take like more walks too, since like it's quite the pleasant weather to do so. I was talking to someone about like, this is the season where like blossoms are starting to arrive, and I was like, oh, this is so sad that like I don't have places near where I live where you have like cherry trees, because it's such a lovely sight. We have like a few plum trees, but they are not, you don't have any embankments with or whatever with like a lot of them, which makes me a little bit sad because I think it's like a very pretty sight, like all those soft pink blossoms, but it is what it is. I'll try to find some interesting places to walk to. I wish I had like my bike, because it's more convenient. I think you can like visit places that are a bit further away, but alas, I don't have like a bike right now, so it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully spring will be nice. Maybe. Maybe a hot take, but most prunus like trees suck because they look pretty for like a week, and then they are like ugly grayish. It's not wrong, to be honest. It's not wrong. I do think like it's part of the fun, though, I would say. Like, I do agree with the take, but part of me is like, it's part of the fun, right? It's like, oh, you have this transient type of like beauty, and then it's like over, and we go and like enjoy different type of flowers, right? Which is very funny, to be fair, because like I'm not that much of a flower enjoyer, but since I've been writing RP and stuff, and my character is very like flower peeled, I think I kind of reconnected to my appreciation of flowers. Nanui, she's completely crazy. She's very needy lately, especially yesterday, because like I was writing a lot for the article. I don't know if you have seen or not. I was playing Paranormal with my best friend, with Burnout, and we finished the game like on Monday, and this was like really, 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 really good. So I wrote like an article, and that was like pretty fun to do. And because I spent like 8 hours, I think, like writing yesterday, she was so needy by the end of the day. Nobody goes watch the cactus flower. They flower for like a day, but at least they look cacti. I mean, there's the thing, right? Like, especially for lesbians liking succulent, right? I'm not that much of a cactus enjoyer. I think, oh my god, almost, oh yeah, she was almost at like 12 years of subbing on this channel. Thank you, Secret. I'm sorry for last month, by the way, because you have been subscribed when we haven't streamed a lot, which is something I feel like a little bit bad about, but thank you very much. Who cares? Oh my god, she is a true supporter. She is really like the number one supporter. But yeah, very interesting. Like all the flower thingies, and I think I want to take like some walk, maybe like in some parks or stuff to see more flowers. Well, speaking, by the way, let's do a frog stream and Siggy will forgive you. +2. There's like the frog detective game. Maybe we could play that because it's short, and then we could finish like a game in literally like 1 hour or something like this. Okay, we need to talk about that because like I don't want to do it on stream. I did not do that on stream, but I did that with like a friend outside of stream. But me, Abby, started playing World of Warcraft. I started playing World of Warcraft a few weeks ago, or like 1 week ago. I can't remember when I started really. So I went through the leveling experience. I did not do questing. We kind of just went into leveling. And so my character is like 40 something. I can't remember exactly the state of like my character right now. I think 43, 44, something like that. That's why she had to go. No. We didn't play like a lot. We squeezed like a few dungeons from time to time. The truth is revealed. No. I can't believe you've done this. Please play the frog game. It is what it is. What do I need? What have I to say about that? About like, whoa. So I played, to no one's surprise, I played Restore Druid, right? So I know they have streamlined a few different things, but it was fun. Like I'm obviously more attuned to the 14 GCD philosophy. So like the dungeons, even like leveling dungeons felt very buzzy, let's say. Not necessarily healing wise. Like at the beginning, I think the first dungeon, like obviously because this is the first time, felt like very frightening, and I had like UI issues. But I think nowadays I'm like in a very comfortable routine with like Restore Druid healing wise on leveling dungeons. So obviously it's not very hard, but I'm having like quite some fun doing like the cat weaving. I haven't unlocked Fluid Aura yet, so I'm losing like 1 GCD every time to get into like cat form. But this is quite fun. Like I enjoy managing the dots cleanly, especially on bosses. I think it's a little bit harder for me to understand the rotation on pawns for DPS. But it really made me think that I want Cleric Stance to be back on 14 or something like that, because it's more engaging. Just the sheer fact that I have to do DPS and like a rotation, quote unquote. I think it's way more interesting than dungeons in like 14. What is Feral? So yeah, they have also changed like the efflorescence thingy. Which is the fact that you can now like put efflorescence on your life bloom target, and it kind of like it refreshes itself every time. It's okay, I guess, but I don't think like it was that annoying because I had like efflorescence manually for 2 levels. I don't think it was that problematic to use like efflorescence back then. I do understand that they streamlined that for the class to be more accessible to new players, I guess. I'm not completely sure about like the utility of thing, because it's also less flexible, since you since you cannot like replace manually your efflorescence thingy. I have been told that they are allowing something so that you can use frames and like get your skills back, like those skills that were hidden, like the base efflorescence, you can use it again to manually target. So I'll have to see how it works. But I felt like I lost some kind of like flexibility by having it like kind of reapply automatically under the life bloom target. And this is annoying when I was trying to optimize like some, positioning and stuff. So I discussed about, I discussed it with a friend, and we were kind of like agreeing that maybe this is something that you skip when you're doing your pathing on your right side or whatever. Okay, CAD DPS spec, yeah, but I want to be a healer first. I am not here to do DPS. It's like an added bonus when I'm, bored, but which is the case in leveling dungeon, because there's literally nothing to do since like my tank is playing monk. So I'm like, well, you're literally invincible. I can focus on doing DPS. I don't even have to refresh life bloom. So it is what it is. But I definitely want to play more at some point. I know that like Midnight is like releasing in well, tomorrow, right? So I won't really play WoW at that point because I'm my friend will be busy leveling her other things. But yeah, from White Mage vibes, I would have assumed you could Priest. I think it's like the problem is not like the mechanics. The criteria was aesthetics. Like I wanted to have something that felt very floral, because I play White Mage, but I use things that give me access to floral animations and stuff. And I wanted to have something that like felt like a character that I would play, and I think that in WoW, Resto Druid is like the only thing that feels like I can play myself to some extent. I wasn't really happy with the choice of race, but that's also because I don't vibe with the World of Warcraft design and art. So I was like, well, I'm playing like I'm playing a night elf, but also like, this is not exactly, my favorite type of elves or characters in general. Oh, Friday if you paid, but like pause is Monday. Okay, so obviously my friend is, is going all in to have the early access. I would put night elves in all games. I think my problem is mostly the eyes, but that's my problem with like those like, Western style eyes where you don't have like irises at all. It's just oh, wait, you imagine me playing a troll? My character's in 14. There's no way I'm playing a troll, I'm sorry. And I'm too weak-peeled, like, WoW is too Western, like, art-wise. I will say, though, because the starting expansion now is like Dragonflight, right? Every time there's a loading screen on Dragonflight and I see those like two ladies, dragon ladies on the, splash art, whatever, I'm getting mentally ill. But that's, to be expected. The Femme torrent trade, it will not, that will not happen. Just because it's too, I can feel that it's co-adjacent, so it will not happen. Shaking my head in disbelief. But yeah, so that's the WoW adventure. I'm doing like a little bit of dungeoning. It's fun, and I think like I can feel that I'm carrying some knowledge into 14. I will say it's very hard for me to, and I'm still not completely comfortable with it, but like with the fact that you cannot cast slide. Like this is like very, very different from 14, and I want to slide cast like so much, and I have to remind myself that it doesn't exist. Siggy Cow, you should introduce Miyabi to your second Miss of Pandaria, second Hunter. I don't know what to say. Feel free to ping me on the server, like with a screenshot of your character. What do you want me to say? So yeah, that's basically WoW. I don't have anything to say about the story because I literally did not do Dragonflight at all. I just did like Exile's Reach again, and I went into doing some dungeons. Okay, one thing also I want to mention, and I'll probably post that also in the library Discord server. Let me find the video. I don't vibe entirely with the creator, I will say, but I think it's a very interesting video, at least because it opens a window of criticism that is nice. I just don't necessarily vibe with like the method of demonstration. I think like it's always a little bit lacking, a little bit like cherry picking in the examples and stuff. But let me find like this video that was released 2 days ago, I think. I'll put that like on the Discord server. It's a video in... Okay, I'll put that in here. I think it will be good enough. It will probably change like the... Okay. And I'll tag also, let me tag Ali for that. A video you might be interested in. I do agree with the overarching message. The demonstration feels just a bit lacking to me. Okay, so you can see like in the Discord server, it's a video about Clair Obscur. And so the video is in French, but you have like also like English subtitles. So it's a 1 hour plus video, and it's like about I'll call that like a game that is like fascist compatible. Basically, the argument is that like Clair Obscur is fascist compatible because of its portrayal of French culture and other ideas like, you know, nationalism, nation identity, race, and stuff. I think it's a very interesting take, and it kind of explains a lot about like what the game was so well received. I don't disagree with the main argument. I think it's like very sound. There's nothing to, you know, really criticize about the fact that you don't see people of color in this game. You don't see anything that is not like the Belle Epoque French bourgeois culture. But I'll let you have your own opinion on that if you're interested in like a deeper dive in Clair Obscur, since, you know, I only wrote a short message about it. I think Warcraft 3 Night Elves culturally are like the ideal. I am not a Warcraft lore master, unfortunately. Matriarchal society, nature-based, that is not afraid to murder everyone to protect the land. Yeah. I could vibe with it. Well, elves got a bit too chill, they lost a bit of the murder. So not surprising. French culture is fascism compatible, yeah. Don't worry about it. Surely don't worry about it. Surely we have never experienced fascism in France ever in our political history. So yeah, that's basically everything that I had to talk about, like today, to be fair. So we can start playing the game, I think. So let me go to this. Oh, I think it should be working. Okay. So I wanted to play a game just because like I don't have, 2 hours of yapping in me today. I'm sorry. I feel most mainstream cultures got too co-opted by the powers to be, and nobody fought against it. I mean, it's true. I think like every culture is fascist compatible because it's just fascism is just a nationalism, right? And the problem is that the moment you become, you start to get into nationalism, you're opening like a door to fascism, kind of like immediately. And I know that like some people will say, yeah, but this is different. Like if your culture was kind of like the dominant culture of like if your culture is the oppressed one. But if you're like the oppressed culture, my take is that like ideally you shouldn't like, by the way, I'm too big. Give me 2 seconds. The culture, like you can get your independence or just like living together with people and try to find like a political system that is like viable for everyone without relying too much on like nationalism, which is very different from like protecting, I think, your cultural traditions, in my opinion. And we're in the situation where like it's so easy to fall into like ideas of like the body of the nation, especially because it has become like such a common thing in like since the 19th century across like the world, and it never really worked, right? Even post colonialism, during the decolonialization, you see like things in like Africa and stuff, and you're like, but we are just like redoing the same patterns of like nationalism and fascism in like African countries. Like they are doing that to themselves, right? To their neighbors and stuff. And kind of like also trying to implement a sort of like ethnic majority in the country that is like leading the rest and imposing culture on other people the same way you have this in China or any other country. So the moment you start to talk about nationalism, I think you will fall into fascism because you have opened the window like just a bit too much. I feel like there are a lot of interesting values in Spanish society, but when you think about the promoted Hispanity, it's all fascism. Yeah, exactly. Like you can have like interesting like cultural traits without linking them to like a shared identity that is like a marker of identity of like it's us against like the others, right? Cool things not promoted: multiculturalism, language diversity, intermixing with Al-Andalus, how much we suck at capitalism. Yeah, exactly. I think it's like very interesting that like, because those things that you mention, they are not compatible with the idea of like us versus others, right? You cannot promote multiculturalism if you're trying to create an idea of like the pure body of the nation. And that's problematic because we have like so many interesting like traits, cultural traits in every like country of the world, but it doesn't work because we're still stuck in this idea of like nation, borders and stuff. And the question is like, how do we get out of this? And I don't know exactly. I think it's like kind of like understanding, especially now with like globalization, that there are chains of labor, for example, between people, and that like what is happening in other countries, other places in the world will affect you kind of naturally, and that's how you learn to not care about like your own culture, but to see yourself like in a continuum of relationships across the globe, and you can promote like very specific aspects of your culture that like you find very interesting, and you find like good things to share to like promote a better society. Go beyond borders, but I'm bad at swimming. You can just walk. You can just walk. You don't have to swim. So yeah, that's why like as much as I don't exactly vibe with this video completely, the one on Clear Obscure, I'm still happy to share it because I think it opens like a conversation that is very important. And you see, if you check like the comments on this video, like you have like so many, you know, people trying to find excuses for the game. And it's like, well, let's be real for 2 moments. Do you think that like France during the Belle Epoque is like such a good example of what we should like promote? There's a reason why like the government is very happy that this is the game that is representing France abroad. I can't walk to Sweden from here. You can, it's just a long walk. You have to, you know, go around the continent, but you can walk. It's just a long walk. Okay, so today I kind of wanted to... I'm literally on an island. Don't you have like bridges? You can't... What are you talking about? So today I wanted to play Broken Sword, since we are talking about France. This is like an OG, not OG, but like kind of like Golden Age point-and-click game. You might have heard of it. It was released, if my memory is correct, in 96, something like that. And I played it back then, but I never played the director's cut. It was made for the Wii, I think. And that is adding like the... I can't remember her name. Nicole? Nadej? I can't remember. But like the woman as a playable character. So we'll see what it is all about. We can yap at the same time. I know the game, so it is what it is. You should walk 500 miles and then walk 500 more and just be a cat that walk 100 miles to get at Ellie's door. You know what? It's worth it. If like you know, I don't think Ellie exists. I think she's like a product of our fungi adult imagination. So just do the walk, report that like Ellie exists, and your walk will be worth it. I promise you. Welcome back. Hi, May. Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice to see you again. You have been... I'm sorry I wasn't in like your streams. I was literally cooked on my afternoons, but like, hi. I've seen that you have been streaming like a lot. I think that last week you had like an insane streaming week. And you're streaming today, right? You're also streaming... We'll raid you anyway, but I think you're streaming... Oh wait, what are you streaming today? Are you streaming Fatal Frame? I can't remember. And I reposted your schedule like kind of immediately. Well, I mean immediately earlier, I think. LA is just our utopia. I'm back. Yeah, like I was saying to others that I was completely cooked. I didn't have like the energy to do like anything. I've been like doing some research like very slowly for the Silent Hill video. But yeah, I am back. Out of the pod for now. A little bit. I don't know, you know, how it will fare during the next days, in the next week. but I want to stream like a little bit more. I want to say we should collab. I should literally like send you a DM this weekend, so we set up like a collab or whatever. You know, just hanging out together, even in private or whatever. Because I found myself, I think, this week, and kind of last week also, I was like, I missed people. I know I talked a little bit on the Discord server at some point, so it was nice like talking to everyone again. But like, oh no, I missed my chat. I missed, you know, watching May also. I missed also all the friends I wasn't talking to during this last month when I was like really cooked. So, and I was like, those are things that I should like probably nurture, right? All those bonds with other people. And I know we had like this voice chat at some point when we talked about things, and that was like a very nice moment. So I want to do that. So probably this weekend, or I mean in the next days, I'll send you like a DM and we can try to do something. Like I want to do something with you. So yeah, I'm out of the pot for now, and I'm trying to find like, you know, balance in my life to keep this non-cook state going. Mon chat me manque aussi. This is crazy. This is crazy behavior. Thank you for the headpats. But how are you doing, by the way, May? Are you having fun? And I'll literally start playing the game right now, because if we don't, then we'll never play. Fun is my middle name. She's
Paris.
Always having fun.
City of love, romance, and dreams.
That's not Paris, no.
So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Well, I do associate Paris with death also, but like, this is not like because the city is beloved for me. May fun, Marin. This is a bit crazy. So yeah, the game starts and we're bombing Paris, by the way. So yeah, I was saying that this is a game that is that was released in like 96. I can't remember the name of the studio, but the other one that also did like Beneath a Steel Sky. It was their game in like 94. But what really put them like on the map was a Broken Sword, which is like a classic of the genre. And I wanted to take a look at it again. So this is a British game, by the way.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
You gotta go now, since you want to avoid spoilers.
Caller, get
Wait.
your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He
Incroyable.
asked for you personally.
Vive la
Don't ask
France,
me
hein.
why.
But yeah, thank you
Anyhow,
for
this
coming.
could be big, so if he makes
And
a
I hope
pass,
that you will have
don't
like
forget.
a nice stream. I'll hang out in yours,
Just
like just
smile,
after mine.
say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty.
La tromba.
I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away.
I hate mimes, so true.
Here I was, the palace of the media
Iconic
king and the
hairstyle.
ice queen.
Do you think it's the
I
Bob?
pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm
The
sure.
Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
There's no subtitles, by the way.
Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're too kind, madame.
I don't think it was meant as a compliment, though.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please.
Ah,
But I do not
please.
flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose.
You just... Okay, you know your
Excuse
main
me
base
for one
was
moment.
just destroyed, you don't care. Incredible.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
Oh!
That was no cat.
God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
I don't know what to say.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered.
Well, it's quite
And
based,
here
to be
was
fair.
I, Nico Coulard,
The
alone at
mime's
the
head
scene
is
of the
sweeping in the
crime.
model. That was my
Should
question.
I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer. Oh my god, but this is new. The game doesn't start like this normally. I'm completely... Oh my god. Just... Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Shirley. Okay, move the mouse pointer. So the game is very, very small on my screen. Like, because the resolution is kind of like, you know, back in the days. So it is what it is. A briefcase, inventory, diary, a question mark to get puzzle hints, and spanner icon to save and restore game. Very good. So this was not in the base game. You don't start with this. So I'm a little bit lost. If you get shot by the mime, does it make a sound? It depends if you are playing along or not. If a mime tree falls in the middle of the forest and nobody is around, does it make a sound? Yay!
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary
This
mime.
was not
I'd
an
come
ordinary
across this
mimes.
murderer before and written about him. The costume killer.
The
At least
costume
that's what I
killer.
called him.
You could have chosen a better name. Even like the mime killer would be better than this. It is what it is. Okay. Well, this...
It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
I mean, the location was a bit suspicious, but it is what it is.
I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Good night, sweet prince. I mean, let's be honest. Do we really mourn the death of Pierre Carchon? Not really. But the mime killer would kill mimes, right? What if you are the killer mime then?
Some people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Who? Carchon? Or the fact that like you're searching for clues?
Carchon had been shot.
It's true, yes.
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie.
Bateau de la
Taking the ticket
Conciergerie.
meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back
There was
now.
no going... Well, I mean, We're a journalist, so I think it's okay. To use a gold outline. Okay. I mean, it's okay for this. Let's explore.
A bust of Pierre Cauchon, humble servant of La France.
Humble servant of La France. What about the mime killer? I don't know. Milk in a bag of milk, in a bag of milk, in a bag of milk.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Yay, books.
Pierre Cauchon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Pierre Cauchon again, you again.
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
Well, this is also a stupid job because, like, why would you like do the thing like that, up on the glass thingy? It's not even close to the handle.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
Just a little ladder in the pocket. I'm sure they'd got paid. I mean, probably, to be fair. I think we have fallen back to our recreational use of language. It's good. As long as you entertain yourself, it's good.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
I needed to find them. Oh my goddess.
A Louis XIV table with an antique cloth. Imelda had taste.
She had
but
taste.
Hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy.
So true. When you're rich, it's easy to, well, I will say maybe not. Because we know like a lot of people that are very rich and they have no taste. They just buy, expensive things. Maybe he used a truck like the Louvre robbers. So true. Mime killers get good healthcare coverage, I've heard. That's a good theory, probably. Is that tasteful though? Kind of meh. I mean, I don't see the vision of like Louis XIV pieces of furniture in general. I think I prefer things that are a little bit like, you could go for some kind of like old school interior design, but this is like crazy. If you go for that, this is crazy. Let's be real. Okay.
I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Why? We don't know, but...
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Okay, we need to use then the hair clip or whatever.
Aha! Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
You just know how to break locks.
Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before
we're in an
the
adventure
cops
game,
arrived.
so I just have to solve puzzles.
She'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
She had it coming. Okay.
A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
Yeah, every French rich person is like this. Pictures of guillotine, though, its peak. So true.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Very interesting voice acting, though.
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
Are we just...
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Are we just stealing? I mean, puzzle solving.
Young lady,
also, you're very rude.
What are you doing?
Me drink
this
later.
paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
We're just stealing that. It just happened. I mean, okay. Are you really sad or are you happy to have like
Excuse me,
the
madame.
inheritance or whatever?
Yes?
I am so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Oh, she's so
Not true.
We shall
right.
see.
She is so right though.
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Coulard?
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Crazy.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way.
Oh, she's just here for the money. This is fine.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
What are those icons? This is so insane. I mean, I don't want to play like the mean girl, so...
Yes, that's why I do this job.
You do it to see your name in print.
As if.
Why
my
would
editor
a
gets the
mime
byline, I
even
just
be a
do the
mime?
work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact?
My
Family,
father.
friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it?
Not
a dutiful
much.
wife. That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Your husband invited me here today because he needed
He
me.
needed me.
I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong.
Incredible.
I was onto
The
his killers
database of
already.
Le
I am
Monde.
sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people. And perhaps Pierre really did think that
That
he
was
could help.
easy to convince
Of
you,
course
though.
it
A
wouldn't
bit
have
too
stopped
easy.
him seducing you too. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
But you know, like, speaking of mimes, I've never seen a mime
Thank
in
you.
real life.
I promise you won't regret this.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You're kind of like a... I give you a +1 for this pun. Compared to the police, we have significantly better customer satisfaction. Or do we?
I thought of leaving, but was sure there was more to find.
Wait, where's the... Oh, she's walking so slowly. Oh, that's the, I guess, the room, right? Yeah, okay.
Now we were getting somewhere.
Yes, in the room. Imagine this is your office. Okay.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless
And what's the
antique.
problem with those places
Yawned.
that has
The blotter
like
and
they
ink pen
have
had
desks
clearly
but
been
no
placed with
chair?
mathematical precision.
Address me.
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father.
My father
I knew for
was an
certain
elephant.
because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had known my father.
No of his bed?
They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly meant nothing to Imelda.
Don't steal just... At this point you can also steal, you know, the paintings and stuff and just sell them for money.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
Okay.
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
She just knew.
I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
Oh, okay. So that's for later. I mean, you have like a small sofa, right? Whatever you can nap on. Although I don't think it's very comfortable.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression, though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
I want to ask why though. Why? They're gay.
The painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
She's so cheeky.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
Eh?
I didn't need the lights on.
I want to ask the writers, why?
Behind the picture was a safe.
Well, okay, but we don't have the... I mean, we can do this. Oh, you don't need a code. What's the point? Like, if you have the key... Oh my goddess. I decided to take the Lambo so I could feel email I didn't want it anyway. So true. What is this,
In
though?
the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface.
Strange symbols.
It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important.
A very
But these
wise
symbols
piece of
scratched
wisdom
into
here.
stone were
Nugget of
impossible
wisdom.
to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past caring.
The dude is dead. We should at least talk. I mean, I know he's rich and, you know, probably like an asshole, but like we should probably not. It's okay.
Putting the paint straight on the cylinder would be too messy. The paint would go everywhere. I smeared the paint all over the cloth. When I do messy, I really like to put my heart into it. I hoped this was going to help. They don't make lace like that anymore.
You can't say that, ma'am. You can't say that. This artifact looks like a baguette with poppy seeds. I mean, okay, but like, genuinely, can we?
The artifact was like an old printer's
You
block,
saw what it looked
covered
like, right?
in symbols.
It looked completely like, you know, moldy. You should not eat that baguette.
I wiped the paint-covered cloth over the surface of the stone cylinder. It took me right back to art class at school. And Maurice, my gorgeous art teacher. Such a shame they had to fire him. Ah well, concentrate, Nico, concentrate.
Hey, I know we're in France, and our president literally married his French teacher from like year 10. But that's too much. I feel that if you tell Ellie that she should not eat something, the outcome is inevitable. I mean, as long as, you know, we are not responsible for any trip to the ER.
Genius. The roller and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
What did he say? Oh, whoa. You managed to... Whoa.
It was some kind of coded message. It read, sub judice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew
You might
well.
not have learned a
It
lot
means
as a journalist.
legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, sub judice could, in this case, mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie.
Below the
I was
conciergerie.
pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
I mean, if your story is like, you know, a meme killer, meme killer, yeah, probably you could win a Pulitzer. Subdermal snake sneaking dream subconsciously sprints. Subdermal snakes feel very disgusting, though. She's a bit of a, you know.
Did you find anything
She's
useful?
a brat.
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display.
Always on
Why?
display.
It was
Address
carved by
me.
my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my
Are you the
dear.
tamer,
And
maybe?
if the
Probably
police
not.
ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité.
Okay.
If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Ile de la Cité, 1 heure plus tard.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something.
I thank
dirty.
God we are not in Japan,
Something
right?
that got him killed.
Is that why people think like Paris is
fence
like a
wouldn't
romantic
move.
city?
This fence wouldn't move either. I wasn't leaving yet. I had a hunch there was more to find.
Very interesting, like freeze in the animation.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
Yeah, we
it
literally-
was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment.
We
I
literally
knew I was on the right track.
saw that just before.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move.
It wouldn't move.
A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Welcome back, Leighton. I have watched enough Totally Spies that I know you could for sure use the nail file to get through those iron gates. So true. Oh my god, this is really Leighton coded again. You need to be down and you need to be... Wait. Just like this.
One down, one to go.
Your thoughts on the latex bodysuits? I should not be allowed to talk. I know the question was not from you, but I should not be allowed to talk about latex bodysuits. Thank God, like, you know, they have locks like this in Paris. Okay.
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
That's certainly connected to what I watched on the television as a child. Every time she has to unlock a door to a Paris flat, that's why I hate Paris. You have to open your door like this.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy. In more ways than one.
Get it? Sliding puzzles. Hi, Pico. I hope you're doing very well. It has been such a long time. And yes, sliding puzzles, my favorite ones.
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
Okay.
The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right. But what did it mean here?
Okay, but like that's... Why are you giving like the solution though? Oops, this is this one. Maybe he loves those small
Mystery
person
solved.
elevators.
Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
Why are we talking about like small stack? What are you talking about, Ellie? Dexter, it really is a murder mystery. What was the thing? It was...
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
Another click. Another step closer.
You don't have to comment every time. Please. Just violin distance.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
You say that it sounds... Ah, she's crazy.
I removed the stone cylinder.
I removed the stone cylinder. So true, bestie. Where are we?
Oh my god!
Oh
the
my
slab
god.
came down with a hell of a force.
Did it? It felt pretty slow though. Maybe saying the equivalent of you don't have to keep breathing, you know? Hey, don't worry about it. Can I open the door again? Okay.
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again. Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
Ingenious. Genius.
If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
That's what I should do, right? So now... No, it doesn't work. Are we illegally trespassing right now? What
The
are
stone
this
slab
game?
had flattened one end of the shell case.
It's okay. We're just doing some exploration in the city. What can I do with that then? There's nothing else I can like interact with, right? So it has to be something with this or this. Huh.
The panel wouldn't move.
The panel wouldn't move. Oh, I just have to wait. Don't I just have to put like the thing in here then?
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
No, I was getting somewhere. Okay, so now we can go there and we can use our cylinder
I
again,
touched the
right?
slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers.
Yeah, me
This
too.
slot was designed for something specific. But what?
But what? I don't know, the same item since the beginning. Also, that's good that we were able to remove the
artifact
paint so
slotted
easily.
into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Give me back my thingy, whatever.
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Okay.
The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up. The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door
Okay,
open.
so I just need to use this again. A woman can do anything. Whoa, the heart of the
Another good
volcano.
use for a shell case. Another secret
Running
room.
to life is my favorite way to say
Somebody had
somebody is
something
waking
to
up.
hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Due to the nature of universe acceleration, you're always getting somewhere. Yes, but it depends on your... oh, wait, how do you say that, like in English? Referential of
Wow.
movement, right?
Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
How did it tie with Carchon? Oh no, we are pixel hunting and I see nothing because my screen is like too dark. Help? Why would you go to an investigation without a lamp? I swear to God, just take a torch. I see nothing, it's too dark in here.
Amazing. The
Amazing.
thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
It wasn't jammed. She brought the mime lamp, sadly. It doesn't work. I bet she is not even carrying a towel. I mean, we're carrying stained laced, whatever, paint laced thingy that we stole, you know, from Carchon. There's a cure fox on the bottom right. No. So unprepared for eventualities. Well, okay. Time to explore.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Oh my god, what are we doing in here? Is that Napoleon? I'm losing my mind.
It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Well, and someone is kind of like watching you, right? That's probably the terrible thing. La police nie tout rapport avec le tueur déguisé. So police is denying any relationship with a disguised killer. Exclusif, 2 hommes d'affaires assassinés à Rome et à Tokyo par un tueur déguisé. Simple coïncidence ou meurtre en série. Exclusive news, breaking news. 2 businessmen were killed in Rome and Tokyo by a disguised killer. Simple coincidence or serial murders. La tromba. Pourquoi les autorités ne reconnaissent pas les crimes du tueur déguisé? Why the authorities are not acknowledging that those crimes are the one committed by the disguised killer? The disguised killer, le justicier du 21e siècle, the vigilante of the 21st century, killing rich people +2.
Oh my god. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. Come on, guys, I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it, and people were getting murdered.
I mean, okay. You know, I understand doing investigation and stuff, but like, do you really have to get such like minor details on people? I think it's like going far past, you know, to the surveillance thingy. I'm surprised that my middle school French is coming in handy right now. Very, very good. The disguised killer, or what we called here, a dad rushing his child's carnival outfit. Yeah, waist size is a bit crazy, like a weird obsession.
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old.
It wasn't more than a day old.
This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed.
Thank you for the...
One in Italy, one in Japan. In each
Thank
case,
you
the killer
for
had worn a costume,
banning
a penguin,
this.
and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
I took German in middle school. Imagine German. I mean, I was a German English student, which isn't really like the common thing in France. Like the usual combo is like English and Spanish. Foolish bot. Exactly. We don't need to buy what we have. So true, so true. My chat is insane. That's basically it for now. Oh yeah. What's in there?
Inside the drawer, I found a
Pedal
note
sand.
written in some kind of code.
Can I actually see the message or not? Oh wow! Wait, don't you have literally the cipher like just below? Oh, okay, you need to... Okay, it's not a straightforward... We probably lack information right here. I mean, this is a message for Carchon, right? And you have like repeated letters, so probably... Where is it? Like this is an R, right? This is an E. This is P and this OK. It can be is, it can be in, I don't know. Reap. Maybe EV. Not MV3. Theological. What are you talking about? Pain of it. What are you talking about in this chat? I don't know. Ream. God. All the tools necessary to make a BME Rush E cover. I don't know what to say. Report, maybe. Oh yeah, and because it would be 2, so it makes sense. That's together, right? 2. I'm blind. Together. No, wait, I misclicked. This. Great. Take great care. Take great care. Report to coincidence. 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 Ah no, and da. Both dead. But this is too urgent to wait. But this is too urgent to wait. Eh? Oh, I selected the wrong one. But this is too urgent to wait. Report to follow. Report to follow. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in... Are you or Yamada, right? July or in danger? But that I don't know. I think I miss It's not a Minecraft enjoyer. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
I don't know, just put it back. They must play into the desire for organization and caters to Western societies need to expand at all costs, or so I've heard. That's Factorio, the factory perverts. My chat is crazy.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village and a corpse.
Well, he
The
seems like a
photograph
very
was
good
cropped
person,
on
right?
the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself.
Mr. Media himself.
Carchon, doing the suppressing. The
Well,
photograph
well,
was
well.
not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story.
Well, well, well.
The photograph showed Carchon smiling happily to camera, with a background of burning huts and death.
Wait, we need to start again. Oh my goddess. Incredible game. Report. Full. Report. Am I blind? Yes, I am. To follow. But this. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada. Wait, isn't that like a Hololive bit? La plus darkness bit. This is not a coincidence. In July, take great. Okay, I don't know.
I had decrypted the note. It read, Pierre, full report to follow. But this is too
Wait,
urgent to
suppression?
wait.
He's just
Arno
smiling at
and
in the photo to
Yamada
London,
both
the
dead.
atmosphere in the
This is
burning
not a
village.
coincidence.
Thank you, Pierre.
Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X.
I
wasn't
This
the
is
only
very
one to make the
dangerous.
connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along.
my
That was why
chat
he had
is
asked to meet
crazy.
me.
I misclicked, okay?
But what did I know that he didn't? I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast.
Well,
and
Carchon is
start
dead anyway,
typing.
so you know, it is what it is. X means cases, no? You would write like cases in your... Would you write that like in your private conversation about like, you know, our
Bonsoir,
friends have been
Comrade.
killed?
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found.
I mean,
you loved it. You begged me to
why are
write
we
it up
like
immediately.
standing
2 hours is a long time in
media
newspapers, Nico.
moguls?
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake.
For your own
Forget
sake?
what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
Can't believe the writer of
This
this
should have
note
been
is
my
on
big break,
Twitter.
but I knew there was nowhere else to sell the story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
Damn. Rani!
Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to
Plantard.
talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer story.
Just call him
Tomorrow
a man
morning,
killer,
8
please.
a.m. Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court.
Ah, okay.
I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
So that's the start of the original game. Not this, but like
People complain about
tomorrow.
newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard.
I mean, what do you
Could I
mean
trust
you're
him?
starting to be scared?
Should I meet him?
Carchon has literally been killed in front of you, by the way. You should have been scared like way earlier. A Paris British word for a garden planter. A plantard.
I'd only been in Paris
Plantard.
for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La
Oh no, look at this
Chandelle
American guy.
I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Oh no, I hate clowns. I mean, it just happens. Hey, don't worry about it.
As I picked myself up, I was really
The
angry.
clown killer.
1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was gonna do. I was gonna find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters.
He's
Justice
really
is
an
up there with
American.
liberty and equality and fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that money, of course.
It when clowns put explosives in accordions. Accordion players already have it hard enough. So true. I just want to play some music. Where's the police, by the way?
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
Can't decide your mind. So funny.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
The police has changed though.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
If you can, it felt like a little bit.
Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what
California.
brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most
Oh
beautiful
well, that's
at
so.
this time of year.
You could say that in
no?
this like cafe.
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the
The
bomb blast.
Bastul is
Were you in the
intact.
vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
I mean, we shouldn't lie, but
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a
An evil clown?
He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
It is not a pretty
Is
one.
the girl all right, Moo?
She'll leave. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
Eh bien,
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
well,
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert.
Look out for
and look out
clowns.
for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows
so
green.
true.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic
Oh, you
detection was
fraud?
purely academic.
The clown being in a disguise implies the existence of undisguised clowns. What if it's not a disguise? Yeah, I mean, your man is dead.
The card read, Augustin Rousseau, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Okay. She's vibing. À Professeur Oswald, gagnant du prix Nobel de passage à Paris pour donner un cours. Thank you, Professor Oswald. The recipient of the Nobel Prize is on Paris to give a lecture.
The leading article referred to
Well-
the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
What kind of like insane racism is that, by the way? The cops have never heard of Kafka. +2, +2. Yona, I was born this way. The red nose is melted to my face. This is not my fault. The expert arrived at the UN
The
conference.
leading article referred to the
Okay, very interesting. The last gossips about
The
celebrities.
column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism.
Or the brutal killing of Pierre Carchon. The nation is in shock. The entire nation.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
So true. I mean, you know, if it happens right now, I think people would clap in France.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah Eddin, 1345.
Salah Eddin. He says with a very beautiful accent. He shoved the microphone into his throat to say that one. Okay. Well, we should talk to you, right?
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep,
Un
that's right.
Américain.
On vacation in Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Yeah, the
Did you
dub is
notice a
what it
middle-aged
is.
Man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah,
Oh, we're
he
in
went
France.
inside
Who
just
cares?
before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
Are you
I'm
a reporter?
freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
Human
I'll just stick
interest.
to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown. It's him again.
It's him again. Okay.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantaart. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
This is crazy.
How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer.
A costume
Plantard said
killer?
he could supply me with more information. Well, somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Damn. I hate clowns, by the way. I hate those type of like clowns because did I talk about it on stream? I think they are not trying to be funny. Have you go like to a circus or whatever? Those people are not here to make people laugh. They are trying to make people cry because they are just, you know, so obnoxious and they are trying to show themselves into you and stuff. Like, who likes clown, by the way?
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah.
That guy is weird.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
I don't +2.
Why won't you tell me about the
We're
clown?
in Paris after
Why
all.
do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's
It's
get
that easy.
one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop
Okay.
these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
À bientôt,
Fine.
monsieur.
I'll see you soon.
Only the song send in the clowns, and I guess is still sorry. Is still la Gioba. I've never heard of it. Let me check. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's like how you know that I don't... I don't listen enough to opera, I think. The wordsmith is among us. Okay, let's go back to there. Yeah, my cat is crazy.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
You only heard about it through a jazz. Oh, feel free to link it in the Discord server, like if you have it.
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait.
Opera
Silly old
made
coot.
into jazz
Do
feels
you
like
know
very
what he
fun.
said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel beat. I could have knocked his block off.
He's crazy.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantard.
Was? He's dead,
He's
man?
dead?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
That's too
now
bad.
I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Did they record this slide afterwards?
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny,
No, they're
aren't
not.
they?
They're not. I
Not
swear.
in my experience.
Exactly.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
So true.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No, of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
No, but you act like one.
So
Sticking your nose in
true.
where it's not wanted. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I
Merde.
didn't think it was that serious. What about
Oh
the waitress?
Oh,
no!
she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Oh no!
Take a look at this.
You told me you weren't a cop.
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who are you looking for?
That's confidential. Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
It is what it is.
Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami.
He's
Like a
crazy.
streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
It is what it is.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
Wow, the music is going crazy. Oh, that's a phone, right? Okay.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
It's
Oh,
George.
hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
See you.
Don't say adieu.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely
Be
locked.
no true Scotsman, but that old man was 100% a true Frenchman. That was crazy. That was a crazy moment.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Oh wait, we can go there? Oh
The
yay!
clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign
There
of
was
him.
no
I was
sign of him.
intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion.
Well, he went through the manhole thingy.
There was nothing of interest.
There was nothing of interest. Yay! Rummaging through trash. Nanoi moment.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Yeah, good.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Why would you do?
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops.
I think the delivery sometimes work quite well.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
Well, first you probably need to like open this, right?
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
What could have it been? You think it was like a treasure trove? Your human hands for better grip.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized
No way.
it was intended
He
to
was
be
not a
worn.
clown at birth?
It was the clown's red nose.
I'm shocked.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy,
Ew.
like breakfast leftovers.
Ew.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
How did you stuck your clothes there? What the heck?
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
what were you looking for?
Oops. Well.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu.
Ah mon Dieu.
That is
Mais c'est
awful.
terrible.
And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu.
Ah mon
And
Dieu.
then, the man I chased. Do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle.
Ah, la
I
Pigalle.
didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal.
Ah, a typical criminal type.
Just like you.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, hey, she is
Stop!
hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
What does that mean?
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
That's the same thing.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
What the heck? What? Also, it's a crazy way of like having this in the inventory, but like you also have like the side of the head of someone.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
It's on your account.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Mm-hmm. Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should
It
know.
gives like
I was
insane
in the
also
army, you
Disco
know.
Elysium vibes,
When
to be
I
fair,
was your
the
age,
dub.
I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
You should not talk about that. Go out. It's not a safe space for you here.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
Oh wait, if your surname, no, your nickname is the Desert Hyena, don't tell that in here. It has to stay a secret.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
What is happening?
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
My chat is too brain-rotted.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was.
He was.
Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
That's oddly, reasonable to say.
Take a look at this false nose.
Aha! That looks like a clown's nose to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur. It's disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone had emptied their nostrils into it.
It is what it is.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck.
Just my luck.
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
That's not mastermind behavior, like that. That's being like having average intelligence.
What was the name on the label?
It was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes.
What kind of phone number is it? We're in France.
With numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
It is what it is.
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Why do we have like Disney music every time we're on this screen?
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
It's George.
Ah, oui.
Oh, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
Damn.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there, but who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
Wow, leg work. So we play Nico again. Okay. Palais Royal. There's a typo. Pierre Carchon interview. Was this it's a Ronnie? Interview Pierre Carchon media tycoon. Creepy mime outside of the Carchon's apartment. Well, okay, we'll literally play through this, so. Yeah, there's not much here. So kind of like seamless transition between the two.
Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
+2, especially because we're in France. Flowers. We'll do one more chapter and then...
Oh, hello there.
And then we'll stop.
Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget
Don't
her so soon?
call people
She
female.
was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had
She's
been
got
burgled.
a key.
That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le
Jean-Marc.
Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous. I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle. Okay. Oh, Paris. Carchon. I mean... Okay. Ah. He's boarding up the
Hello.
cafe.
Could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story. Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage.
Flobage? What type of
Okay.
name is
He
it?
just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Ah, people.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
give me your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my
He
hair.
resembles someone, but I can't remember who.
Hello?
Yes,
I need to take some more pictures.
of course. Just give me a moment.
Wait, is it because he's like looking away?
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Mirror, my beautiful mirror.
Oops, stupid thing.
Yeah, thank God the police is not here anymore.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
Okay, question mark.
From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
I think the reflection angle is a bit weird, but
Behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila!
voila.
The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of
Yeah,
evidence.
they were a little bit cooked, if you
Some
want my
kind of
opinion.
Pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
This?
On the pouch, inside the pouch were two items. A strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Yay!
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantard was involved with Carchon.
Oh, we have like another. But it's in the same code, no? Is this the exact same code? I'm losing my mind. There. So this is Plantard, right? Plantard. Killed. He was killed. Murderer, I guess. Murderer must followed. Must have followed. Must have followed. Trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come. For us now, we must be vigilant.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada.
Oh, Imelda
He will
is
come
in
for us
there.
now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me.
She worries me.
Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Carchon.
Damn.
But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing
Damn.
for.
All of that because of what he did in Africa. Okay.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
There's a bottle.
Some journalists drink on the job. Not me.
Not me.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Wow. Crazy old man. Wait. She's walking so slowly.
The door was locked.
Oh, we can continue
I
there.
needed to take a closer look at the objects I'd found in Plantard's pouch. The artifact had a sword laid across scales, the scales of justice. I wondered if
The
this connected to the
scales
room at the
of
quayside.
justice.
The
Well,
strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
let's go there, I guess. Oh, you will make me walk all the way back there.
The slab was too heavy for me to lift.
Wait, do we need to do the same thing? Okay. Then we put the cylinder back here. We take back that. Oh no, no, it works, okay.
I removed the shell case.
Oh, the scales of justice, right? Okay.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too. A photograph had been torn up. If I could just arrange the pieces.
You kept the photo of you like doing crazy things in Africa instead of burning the
Oh my
thing?
God.
Why?
It can't be.
Wait, it's Dad? Dad, what did you do in Africa? There. This.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
My father.
Papa? Oh, God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I
Don't have
truly
any
admired,
idol.
standing with Crachon, while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera.
Was he really
Couldn't believe
grinning?
it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
Why though? Later that afternoon. Okay, what if we stop here? Because I'm getting a little bit tired by everything. Okay. They are changing, like, they are not changing a lot, but they're adding scenes. Like, we play Nico way more than I expected, to be fair. Let's save the game. Main save. Okay. We'll continue next time probably. I think this game we can finish like back to back to back, and we'll just like, you know, chat a little bit beforehand every time. So let me send us to May for a little bit. I think she might be streaming now. She is. So I'll send us to her. So thank you for today. This was like, you know, a small stream. I'll see you next week. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'll see you next week. Don't know if I'll put like a schedule or not. I'm a bit lazy lately. But we should probably try to stream maybe twice next week if possible. Maybe Monday and Wednesday. And I think we'll be able to finish this game next week. So thank you very much again, and let me raid. Let me raid here. How do you raid in here? A. No, that's my raid button. Do-do-doom. Up. And I'll send this. Okay. See you later then.